You gonna say hi?
Hi! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Down with Dogs with Courtney
and
Lauren.
What's up? It is a very exciting episode, but before we get to our episode, which is Dog Days of Summer, we need to check in because last time we talked, it was Hot Dog Summer. And it was, you were putting Gracie on a diet because Gracie needed to lose weight.
Yes.
It's been a week. Has she lost weight?
She has not lost.
Did you do a weigh-in? You were supposed to do a weigh-in
I did
morning.
a weigh-in.
Okay.
I did.
And how did the weigh-in go this morning?
She's still 18 pounds.
So she hasn't lost anything.
No, but she hasn't gained anything.
Cheers to that. Because this morning I gained a couple pounds.
What? As did I.
And I didn't care.
Cheers.
Here's to Gracie not gaining weight.
Mm-hmm.
But, so what are you going to do going forward? She needs to lose weight.
Well, I want to give it the opportunity to kick in too. You know, like when we're trying to lose weight, we expect like overnight we're going to wake up and be like, I didn't eat anything but
it's
strawberries and bananas yesterday.
It's been 7 days.
Yeah.
What have you done?
Well, I went back to her 1/3 of a cup of food.
But what do you mean back to? You had increased it for what reason?
Because I'm generous with food and I show my love with food.
So she was on a less kibble.
Yes.
And then you increased the kibble.
Right, and now she's back to her normal, which is what's recommended is 1/3 of a cup twice a day.
And so, but what are you doing for like treats? Or did you cut down on her treats?
We did. We've cut back on our treats. We have spent a lot of time outside playing, bringing the ball outside. She runs after it, so she's getting tons of exercise.
All right. So, should you cut down on the treats again or the food again to get her like in the right direction?
I think I'm going to stick with what I'm doing. I cut down significantly on the treats. Like they were getting treats all the time.
Okay. All right. So like
now
maybe
she
needs more than 8 days or whatever it's been, 7 days.
Right. She'll slim down. She will. I'm confident.
She's such a meatball. She's so cute when she's meaty. But you know what? I love fat animals. Remember the time? Oh my God, you were with me. I wanted a cat, which by the way, shout out to all the cat moms and dads out there, but they're not for me. You and I went to the SPCA.
Humane Society.
Which either way, same thing. I went to the Humane Society and I said, I want the fattest cat you have. We walked around the entire clinic. I found a cat named Zoe that couldn't even fit in the cage. She was so fat.
Yes.
And what happened to her?
She died.
She had a heart attack on my kitchen floor from being fat. Literally 2 months after I got her. It was like 2 months.
About that.
2 months after I got her.
Yeah, it was pretty quickly after you got her, she died.
So I know we all want fat animals. Like that was my thing. I wanted the fattest cat you have. Well, guess what? Her organs were shutting down and she had a heart attack. So it's
Gracie
good for everybody.
Is very active. So I'm not, if she was just like laying around and like I opened the slider to go outside and she was like, meh. But she goes bolting out there and she's running and jumping and she jumps at her food every day. So she's still able to be very active. So I just want to keep her in that same place.
She also has little tiny legs. And so if you've got little tiny legs and you're carrying all that weight, it's probably a lot. I know when I had a Great Dane, they always told me with the Great Dane, because of the hip dysplasia and everything that can happen with the knees and the hips, keep them thin, keep them on the thin side. And he actually was a little bit chunky monkey for a little while, but he ended up losing weight anyway.
I think Gracie will lose the weight. I'm just going to stay on top of it. I weighed all of them. Charlie is 28 pounds, which is pretty.
But he looks good. He's solid.
He does look good.
Okay.
And Ollie is up to 14. So I have literally doubled his weight since I brought him home.
Okay.
But he looks good.
He looks great. By Jackson update, he has got IBD. He started the new food. He's doing great on it. But because the new food contains corn, we now have a little bit of an ear and an anal gland issue. But I'll take that over vomiting and diarrhea.
I would take that over vomiting and diarrhea.
We're good. That I can control. That I'm a master at. So no worries. So today's episode is called Dog Days of Summer.
Dog Days of Summer.
Hot weather protocol for you and your pup. And I see it all the time in all the groups that I'm on Facebook and Instagram and all of that on TikTok. Everybody's like, how do you know when it's too hot to walk your dog? Look, if it's too hot for you to walk on the pavement bare feet without sweating, don't take your dog out.
Right.
How is that? The other day it was like 95 degrees out. It was so hot. I saw people walking their dogs. I'm like, where are you going? Like literally, where are you going in this heat with your dog?
Correct. I absolutely agree. I mean, even though my dogs love being outside in the backyard where there's grass, I'm like, we're going to stay out for 10 minutes. It's too hot. I have fresh water for them waiting inside. It's too hot. When I'm out there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't stand it to die. It's too hot for them too. They have a fur coat on. And I know that they have their own regulatory system for heat, but still, it's still too hot.
They really do. But if you're not providing them places to cool off, then it's on you. They know to go into a shaded place.
Correct.
So if you're going to have your dog outside, provide them with some cooling areas. They need a place with shade. They need fresh water. You need either a cooling bed or you need a raised bed.
Yeah, I had a cooling bed.
I had a cooling bed too. Guess who used it? Me. My dog couldn't stand the cooling bed, which they do have them out there, so you can get a cooling bed. I put it on my bed. Ladies with hot flashes, get a dog cooling bed, put it on your mattress, sleep on it. You will not have a hot flash.
I wish I had kept the Chillo that you gave me years ago because I could have used that for my hot flashes too.
Here's the thing with the doggy cooling beds that I found out because my dog didn't like his, so I was sleeping on it. I did my research because I'm a helicopter mom. The gel in the cooling beds can make you really sick.
Are you drinking it or are you laying on
No,
it?
but if there's got a hole in it and you get the gel on you, it's cancer causing. So if you're going to get a cooling bed, just make sure that's got no like holes in it and nothing's leaking out. I know it's weird, but be careful. I would suggest a raised bed, which my dog has outside so they can get airflow underneath it. But also you shouldn't be out that long anyway.
Right. I think that's really what the general takeaway for like looking at like July and August in particular, because we get some really hot, humid days that we just want to make sure that we're putting our pups first and foremost and saying like, okay, it's too hot. You guys need to go inside. I mean, we can cool ourselves down.
Right.
And even if they have a shaded area, it might still be a little bit too hot for them. So 10, 15 minutes outside and then 15, 20 minutes inside and then come in and out and out. You were talking, somebody I was talking to. A friend of mine was telling me how she has the screens.
Sound it out. Oh, no, yes, I know what you're talking about.
The mesh.
Yeah.
The mesh that has the magnets.
Okay, that's not cooling though. What does she do
No,
with
because
it?
the dogs can come in and out of the house.
And she leaves the mesh on the house?
Yeah, it attaches to your sliders.
I know, but how does the house stay cool if it's only mesh?
Well, I mean, you can like overthink it.
No, it's not.
No,
I would never do that because then all my cool air in my house is going outside.
Yeah, but even if you don't have your air conditioning on, the inside of your house is going to be cooler than the outside.
Not this house. I am sorry, not my house. My house is an
anyway,
oven,
this
24/7.
Point, but you can put those mesh screens up. And the dogs can go in and out. And when they get overheated, they'll go in. I know my dogs will stand right at the door and be like, I want to go in.
How about just leave your dog inside? When it's really hot, just let them go out, poop and pee. Here's the thing. If you're going to walk your dog, or your dog has to walk in order to poop like mine, early morning and evenings.
Yep.
And evenings. You don't need to go
dusk.
And then you can provide them with cooling treats. And my favorite thing is making like watermelon. I think I did this for our dogs once on a hot summer day.
Yeah.
Take watermelon, not the rind and not the seeds, because those could be poisonous. Take the watermelon. It is.
I'm not arguing with you.
Take the watermelon and you put it in like in your blender with a little bit of honey. Add maybe a little water if you want. Put it in an ice cube tray. But if you're giving your dog ice cubes, I always hold the ice cube because if they swallow it and they choke, you're going to have to put hot water down their mouth.
Yes. Yes. I don't give my dogs ice cubes. I just don't. I've always been, I guess somewhere I must have read at some point somewhere that if you give your dogs ice cubes, it messes up their regulatory system.
It brings it down too fast.
Yeah, their own internal cooling system. They sleep with their paws up if they're hot. Right. Panting is it's not that when they're hot, they don't pant. But the panting isn't necessarily indicative of being hot.
Here's the thing. If you're going to give your dog an ice cube because you think they're too hot, take the ice cube and rub it on their paws and in their ears. That'll cool them down quicker than them licking the ice cube or giving it to them. You take the ice cube literally and rub it on their paws or rub it in their ears.
Well, that's what we do. We used to do that when I worked at summer camp 300 years ago.
Wait, you did it to each other?
Well,
give me your foot.
If the kids, the littles, were getting overheated, you would do. That's what you would put the ice packs on their wrists, on the back of their neck.
Same with
and
the
cool
dog.
them down. So it's the same as a dog. Now, my dogs begrudgingly would go in the pool, which that would cool them down so they could stay out for a little bit longer because they were wet.
Right.
But still, it's not enough.
Here's the thing though. How about, and I know you don't do this, but I'm a big believer in the summer cut. A lot of people say dogs with long fur, that's how they keep themselves cool because the air filters through it. I don't buy that because I have a Labradoodle, and let me tell you, he needs a summer cut when the summer's coming. I got to clip him down, give him a nice short cut, and he's much cooler than having all that hair, all that fur.
Gracie's the only one that has that really kind of thick fur. But she's like, she literally.
But they're not out. You don't leave them outside in the heat anyway.
I don't. And she'll come out if I'm sitting on the deck or whatever, and the dogs are with me. The second Gracie's overheated, she's at the door. She's like, let me in. I'm good.
My dog doesn't know better. So he needs a summer cut. He needs a cooling bed. My dog will literally, like Charlie and your other dog, Ollie, will sit in the sun.
You like how she just said that your other dog, like she doesn't know her.
She's got too many. But the blazing sun, I noticed Ollie and Charlie and my dog Jack will lie in the sun's shining right there. That's where I'm going to lie down.
Yeah. Charlie does that in the house. He'll find one spot of sunshine and just lay in that one spot of sunshine. And I'm like, how do you find that?
I would say summer cut. I'm just a big believer in summer cut. Some people don't, but give your dog a summer cut for sure. And then if you must walk your dog in this heat, wear a boot.
Yeah, put a little booty on your.
I mean, I got booties galore, which my dog doesn't like any of them. So
most dogs don't like.
I mean, I have got booties galore. This is a box of boots that I've tried on my dog. He doesn't like any of them. Here's a boot with a little sock on it. Sock on the end, rubber on the bottom. You can walk on the pavement if you want. I still wouldn't do it. This is his winter boot. So if it's snow and ice, he's got a giant winter boot. He's got 4 of those boots. I mean, the boot selection goes on and on. This is like a little half boot that you could wear, whether it's like snow or ice, but there's booties, and there's so many booties to choose from. My dogs don't do booties. I know you had a dog that did booties.
Well, she didn't do it by choice. I mean,
but she walked with them on him. She was good.
She did. That was Riley when she got diagnosed with degenerative myelopathy. She couldn't walk on my hardwood floors, so they look like balloons. And I only had to put them on her back paws. And it helped her legs not slide out from underneath her. And of course I had carpets all over the house too, so that.
But she was good with those balloon
She was
booties.
pretty good. She was pretty good, yeah.
So put booties on if you've got to take your dog out and it's like the heat of the day because you're working and you can't get them out early in the morning or at night. I would definitely put booties on them. It's too hot. The pavement's too hot.
Or walk on grass.
Dogs do get dehydration, by the way.
Yes.
I think Jack was dehydrated at one point, and that's when I did the whole ice cube, hold it, let him lick it type of thing, like whatever you got to do to get fluids into your dog. But there's signs of dehydration, and those are loss of energy, dry nose or gums. Like if your dog is a dry nose, it always makes me nervous whether they have a temperature.
I always check their nose.
Or they're dehydrated. Panting, loss of appetite, and then another good one is pulling the skin, which you've probably done before. So you take the skin on the back of the dog's neck. You don't need to scruff them like you're their mommy. Do a little pull up and then let it go, and it should go back into place in 3 seconds. If it takes longer than 3 seconds to go into place, then your dog needs hydration.
Yeah, I know that panting is something to look for, but dogs pant.
Yeah, that's how they cool
a natural
themselves.
cooling.
If your dog is excessively panting and drooling, and you've got all these other signs, give them an ice cube, give them some water. It's a sign that they're dehydrated.
So I always have a big bowl of water outside on my deck.
Yep.
If I'm sitting out there and the dogs are out there with me, I've got water.
Here's another thing, though. I was wondering this because I've had horses my whole life. And you would definitely not, after you rode your horse, let them drink water until they were cooled off. And you would not, I would never let my horse drink ice cold water. Is it the same for dogs? Like if your dog is out running around and playing and panting, do you give them water right away? Or can they get bloat? Can they get a stomachache like a horse?
I mean,
you should Google it.
I would imagine they could. I don't see why. You don't want them getting overheated and then just lapping up ice cold water.
Yeah, I feel like that would be bad for them.
I think it is.
I'm going to look into that because I always wonder that, but I never looked into it because I knew You got to walk your horse, cool your horse down, wait till they're not like huffing and puffing, then let them drink some water. And I would always let my horse drink water real slow, like slow and not ice cold water. But I never checked to see if that would, because my dog is a mall dog. He's not running around and then like I'm sprinting around for 10 hours and then I'm drinking water. That's not my dog.
Yeah.
So I never like looked into it.
I never give my dogs ice cold water.
You know what? Jack loves ice cold water. If he knows I'm going to the refrigerator to get water out of the fridge, he will stand there and then I'll trick him. I'll fill up his dish half full of the ice cold water and then I put,
he's not hard to trick.
and then I just put like a little like room temperature water in it because I'm like, you are not drinking this ice cold water.
Yeah.
I feel like it would make your stomach cramp up.
Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah. So we are in the dog days of summer. I don't know what other, you have any other tips and tricks?
We
for
were
keeping your
talking
dog
about
cool?
Well, yeah, as I was saying, my dogs go in my pool. And
Yeah, but not everybody has a pool.
no, I know, but for those dog mom, dog dads out there that have a pool, I have life vests.
Did you bring a life vest? Did you?
I did not.
You said you were going to bring a vest. I've got life vests for my dog as well.
Yeah.
But your pool, they don't need a life vest in.
I don't know. Gracie likes it.
If they're in a doggy kiddie
my
pool.
other pools.
If you're in like a deep pool,
Yeah.
or you take your dog to a pond or
or
a reservoir or the ocean,
beach, anything.
throw on
the vest.
Yeah, you got to throw on a life vest. And I would suggest getting a life vest with a handle on the back.
Yep.
I've had life vests before with my dog and it's literally a vest, but then there's no way to grab your dog. And if your dog jumps off the side of a boat, you're grabbing him from a leash or a collar. So you want to choke your dog? Do it. That's what's going to happen.
Right.
Get the life vest with a handle on the back. You can pull them up from anything.
And Gracie's so cute because I'll put her in it and she'll just kind of float around, like her legs move a little bit. So that's a very cooling, soothing thing for her to float around.
Yeah.
But then when I pick her up, she's paddling.
Now your pool now,
I don't have to worry about it.
for her, but I would think you would though still. I feel like, is it over their head?
No, I have sacrificed my larger size.
She's got an adult kiddie pool that her and I sit in. It's
Yeah.
like perfect. It's like a kiddie pool for adults
Yeah.
with cup holders.
Yeah,
and
it's really cool.
and we
it's,
sit in it, but I feel like your dogs are so small that it's probably over their head.
Gracie
no?
and Charlie have
Okay.
not been in it
Okay.
yet. Only
Okay.
one that's been in there is Ollie. Ollie loves it. He's a water dog. He loves
Okay.
to float around.
All right. But I don't have any other like hot weather tips except, oh wait, can we just talk about leaving your dog in the damn car?
I don't
do
understand
it.
that.
I mean, and if you have to do it, leave the car running with the air conditioner on.
I don't think there's
How is that?
There's-
How is that people actually think, oh, it's 80 degrees out. I'm going to take my dog and then I'm going to leave him in the car and go to the grocery store. What is that?
No, your dog needs to stay home.
Like, what is
Don't
that?
bring your dog in the car unless you're taking your dog to the vet. There's no
No.
reason for your dog. If you want to take your dog for a ride because they like rides in the car, that's fine. But don't stop and pick
That's
up
weird.
some milk or something. It literally takes minutes.
How does it happen? I mean, you see it all
Well-
the time. Every summer you see it.
people leave their kids in the car?
I know, but the dog is different.
You're terrible.
Just don't leave the dog in the car. That's what I'm saying. Don't put the dog in a hot car.
No, no. And you're right. If you're going to do that, then the car needs to be on, the air conditioning needs to be on, and
then
it needs to be a quick, like, I need to grab some Tito's.
And you better leave a sign in the window saying my dog is with the air conditioner listening to some Kid Rock. Otherwise, I'm going to call the cops on you.
I'm going to smash the window.
Yeah, I'm going to smash the window. I'm going to get your dog out of there because there's just no way dogs should be.
No, I'm going to find the nearest brick and I'm going to smash the window and I'm going to take your dog.
No. And then, I don't know. I wish, you know what? Jack's taking a nap and I don't want to put him to work. But when it's really, really hot, when he was younger, he's 11 now, but when it's really hot out or really cold out and there's like a snowstorm, I do have a treadmill in the basement and I taught him how to run on the treadmill. I mean, if you've got a dog that likes a treadmill and your dog needs exercise and he's driving you crazy, put him on the treadmill. But I would watch a few YouTube videos first because you don't want your dog to get hurt on the treadmill.
My dogs would not. They just go.
Oh, Jack, you're right. You're absolutely right. I had to start really slow with Jack. And he had to be on a leash.
And I
had
have
to
a treadmill
stand there
in my
with him.
basement.
Yeah.
But they would not like that at all. They
Jack,
would be like, nope.
Jack liked the treadmill. It was his time. It was his time to shine. It was a snowstorm and he'd be on the treadmill running around.
Well, I'm a firm believer of if it is a snowstorm, I am snuggling on the couch with my fur babies.
She's bed rotting with her babies.
That's right. And none of us need any exercise.
Yeah, I know, but I feel bad for people that have like, well, Jack was like that. He wouldn't snuggle with me. He needed to get on the treadmill. Or if you get a cattle dog or a working
Yep.
dog and they're stuck in the house for days.
Yep.
Oh my God, you got to find something for them to do.
Well, I do a little
Maze.
maze,
A little run around the.
a little running. No,
Her dogs are this big.
in the snow. I go out and I do
yeah.
like it's almost like a motocross track.
Okay, do you snow blow a track for your dogs?
I just walk through with my feet
Okay.
because I just have to make it deep enough.
Yeah, but if there's a lot of snow, you can't do that. In New England, there's a lot of snow. You might have to like, would you snow? All right, here's a better question. Would you snow blow a track for your dogs?
I have.
Yeah, me too. I snow blow the backyard every winter.
Yes.
I snow blow the backyard for the dog.
I got the big
Yeah.
snow blower and I go through and I do a track for them when it's really deep.
Same. So do I.
So I don't have to shovel. I don't care. They can tear up my lawn. I don't care.
Well, they got to get out and they have to get exercise. All right. So hot dog summer, that's all I have. I mean, make sure your dog is cool. I would say for me, a good indication of when you should take your dog. I wouldn't go out when it's like 80 to 82 degrees. I think anything over 80, you're chancing it. Go out in the morning, go out at night. If it's over that, just stay in the house.
And I think one really good test is to go out and put your hand on the pavement or your bare foot on the pavement.
Yes.
And if it is hurting you, it is going to hurt your dog's paws and you should really consider not doing it. I know, Courtney, you do this and I've done this in the past, is if you're going to walk your dog and you have a trail or grass, make sure you bring like a portable water container, a bowl, like a bottled
if you're going that far, yes.
You want to make sure you have water to give your dog, and just to make sure that they're safe, they're hydrated, just like us. It's not that much different.
And they're not going to tell you, oh my God, I think I'm kind of thirsty and dizzy.
Yeah.
You got to figure it out yourself.
When I would take Gracie for a walk around the neighborhood, and I go around the block once and I'm like, oh, she's still great. We'll go around a second time.
We'll keep going. I know.
And she lays down in some random yard and I have to carry her the rest of the way.
I walked Jack this morning. It was probably 8 o'clock this morning, but it was like getting kind of warm out. And I thought, oh my God, I shouldn't go much further because I am not carrying him home. He weighs, like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Like I'm not carrying this dog home.
I carried Gracie home multiple times.
Yeah. Sometimes they just like they give up. They're done. They're like, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm out.
All right. So to recap, put booties on if you have to go out. If your dog is near a body of water that's over its head, make sure they got a life vest.
Life vest.
Yes, you can make them some nice cooling treats with just taking watermelon and honey and water.
Oh, you know
put
who
it
else?
in ice cube trays.
Leaps and Bones. Hi, ladies. Have awesome in-house homemade ice cream cups.
They do, yeah.
And the dogs go crazy for them.
Yeah, you can check them out. If you're in the Connecticut area, that is.
Yes.
They do ship. I don't know how far they ship, but Leaps and Bones, Evergreen Walk right here in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Check them out. They're fabulous. They do a lot of all natural stuff. And you're right, they've got their own ice cream, which is amazing.
It is amazing. And you can also make your own ice cream too in the house with like yogurt and banana or whatever your dog likes, pumpkin, apple. I used to do that. But if you're like me and you're not someone who likes to spend a lot of time making things.
Cooking? That's not cooking. That's like throwing yogurt in an ice cube tray. But okay.
Yeah. Then I'm sure no matter where you are, whether it's Connecticut and you go to Leaps and Bones or they have these places, I'm sure someplace else, you can get some really good all natural ice cream to have in your freezer on those really hot days.
And in a pinch, just get puppy cups at the supermarket.
Yes, I have.
Jack loves the puppy cups. I looked at the ingredients once and I was like, oh, don't look. That's his cheat day.
Yeah.
That's his cheat day. I don't like the ingredients. He doesn't get them often, but it's a cheat day like you and I would have a cheat day. So you can grab a puppy cup. All right.
Every day is a cheat day for me.
So next week, are we going to check on Gracie? That'll be 2 weeks.
Yes.
I need to give you a goal. I don't feel like you're taking this seriously. Gracie needs to lose weight. We're day 7. She hasn't lost an ounce. So you've got another week. Can we do 1 pound?
I think 1 pound is a lot. I would say half a pound.
Half a pound in 2 weeks for a dog. And she's a small dog. Okay.
I think half a pound.
She needs to lose a half a pound by next time we record next week.
Yep.
And what are you going to do that?
I don't know. I'll do some research.
I think you should just cut down her food. Keep the treats up because she likes her treats. Just take a little bit of her kibble out of her dish.
I'm not giving her that much to begin with.
Okay, Mom.
Do you know what a third of a cup is?
Yeah, I do know what a third of a cup is.
That much.
How many times a day?
Twice.
Then how many treats are you giving her
I'm
that
not
she's
giving-
overweight?
Well, then that's
Have you had her thyroid checked?
shut up.
Have you had her thyroid checked?
All right, I'm done.
If
with
you're
you.
really
I'm
not giving her that much food.
I was when I was working.
All right, so we're going to do another week.
Yes.
You're not going to change anything on your end.
I'm just not giving her as many treats.
Okay.
There's not, and when I leave the house, they get one little
So
treat.
you're going to cut down on the treats.
Yeah.
But not the food.
I've already
going
cut
forward.
down on the food.
I know, and you're going to cut down on the treats for the next following week.
And I have cut down on the treats. I think it's going to take time.
Okay, we'll do one more week, and we're going to do a weigh. No, we're going to do a weigh-in.
Okay.
We're going to do a weigh-in next week.
Okay.
And then if she hasn't lost a half a pound, then we just cut down on the treats and see what happens.
I've already cut down on the treats. I don't give them any unless I'm leaving the house. They don't get any treats anymore.
And she leaves the house 35 times a day. So there you
I
go.
don't leave the house 35 times a day. It's summer.
All right.
I'm not working. So
Don't forget, an all new episode drops every single Saturday.
Yes.
And then episode coming up is dog park etiquette. Do you go to dog parks? How about doggy daycare?
Oh,
Both of those things are nightmares to me.
They're nightmares to me too.
We're going to talk about dog parks
and doggy daycare
and doggy daycare next week. And in the meantime, keep your puppies cool
during the dog days of summer.
That's right. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Share, like, comment.
And
Cheers.
don't forget, we're on TikTok too. Bye.
Yeah, we are.